Violeta Mendoza Corral.
Let's bring our next two warriors into the MMA Super Cup 2022 final cage. This is in the bantamweight division, 61.2 kilograms. From Mexico, please welcome Jorge Carlos Martin. Bring his opponent to the cage. From Kazakhstan, please welcome zhanibek.
There's an awful lot at stake here because of the toughness of this sport. 3 members of Team Mexico had to drop out with Violeta Mendoza Corral's loss. Mexico is now down with 4 losses, 1 more, and they're out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our next 2 warriors. 3-minute rounds in the bantamweight, 61.2 kilogram division. Introducing your first warrior. From Mexico, give it up for Jorge Carlos Martin. And his opponent, fighting on the red corner, from Kazakhstan, give it up for zhanibek. Your referee is zhanibek.
Bantamweights here, 61.2 kilograms. Mexico, Jorge Carlos Martin in the blue corner. His opponent, zhanibek from Kazakhstan in the red.
Nice long pendulum kick from zhanibek. Knee may have inadvertently gone a little bit high. There may also have been referee is giving him a firm but not unkind instructions. Just be careful with that knee. He knows it was accidental. Two fighters touch hands.
Marin has a nice style. He's got beautiful hips, nice power in that rear hand. Great leg kicks we just saw there. He likes to go to the calf as well.
That calf kick is a relatively recent addition, even in the pro ranks. No surprise, though, to see the amateurs at the MMA Super Cup 22 finals doing it.
We spoke about this in the build-up, Carrick, that tried and tested techniques that we see evolve in the IMF cage really shape the future of mixed martial arts. The athletes come in with the different skill sets, different techniques, and they try and test them, see what works, to filter out the ones that are more effective, less effective. And we see the calf kicks now moving up through the ranks.
Mexico, of course, has one of the world's greatest traditions of boxing. All these Mexican fighters can punch with great skill.
zhanibek with a nice outside trip, effortlessly ties that together with his striking. Now inside control, going to skip to mount.
There's beautiful timing on the takedown and very good timing on avoiding that mount take. Unfortunately, we've got a single hook in from the back. If two heels hook inside those thighs, as you see right there, the fighter will then begin to apply pressure down with the hips as if he's skydiving. And at that point, the bottom fighter is very largely trapped, and they're susceptible to strikes to the head and eventually a choke.
What Marin's got to do here is try and get rid of those hooks. Could potentially try and turn and give up the mount as well. He's got to be seen to intelligently defending himself.
Fighters are under so much pressure, they often try and simply protect their face, but the face is not the problem. It's those heels hooked inside the thigh that are. This fight may be very close to being stopped. Referee's got huge respect for the opponents of Jorge Cobos. The strike.
Oh. Briefly tasted the neck there, but going back to the ground and pound. zhanibek now flattens his opponent out. Marin has to start thinking about getting rid of these hooks here, or potentially giving up the mount. He's reaching up to the head and the arm, trying to shake him off the back. He could go on the tiptoes here and then put the lower back to the sky, much like you would a donkey would buck you off his back.
Still see that crushing downward pressure into the lower back region. Excellent round for zhanibek, tynyshtyk. Fighter from Kazakhstan put on an excellent performance in this round, clearly taking it 10-9.
Take a look at the replay here. There was that beautiful outside trip. He tied that together perfectly with the strikes. Here was the back control. Lots of ground and pound, but you can see the difference here is Marin's effectively defending himself. He's trying to get out of that position. He's pulling the arm up. He's still in the fight.
It's interesting, Dean, to see the different techniques. The Mexican coach has his fighter up in a stool, a little bit of ice on the back. Kazakh team has their fighter on the ground, massaging the arms, massaging the legs, and as you said, over time, whichever technique is superior, if there is one, will become apparent, and the sport will evolve.
The referee warning Marin there that he has to make sure that he's escaping these positions. He can't let him take more damage. So that's an interesting aspect here. Marin's got to be very urgent with his escapes. He's got to defend the takedown. There's the uppercut being shown by Marin. Oh, he slipped. Oh, single leg here for zhanibek. Looking to kick the leg. Now he's in the top position. Exposes the back early on. Oh, look looking to dive that underhook and then face his opponent, but he's got to get back to the feet here. That's why you're seeing from the camera angle here, the right leg in jeopardy. Zhanibek trying to control that right leg to prevent the stand-up of Jorge.
When you're on bottom like this position's called turtle. Your main option is to stand up, but unfortunately standing up provides your opponent an opportunity to take your back. Very impressive stand-up from Jorge Cobos Marin.
Yeah, now he's doing the correct thing. He's trying to fight the arm, fight the grip, and then more importantly, turning into his opponent. Sometimes you give up the mount, but you pick your poison. You could argue here that the mount is better defended with regards to striking TKO finishes from your opponent. Off your back, it's a little bit more easy for them to flatten you out, as we're seeing here, and slamming those punches. Great control from Zhanibek as he looks to his corner. Marin again trying to fight that right arm, and he's going to try and turn into his opponent and then work the hip escape to try and get himself to half guard.
Marin's corner, when he was on his side, wanted to use a technique called a shrimp, where you move your hips away and you try and bring your elbow to your knee and then get half guard on one side and hopefully the other. We have had a warning to Marin that he's going to have to defend himself. When he's in a bad position and getting hit, he's in a bad position and getting hit.
Yeah, for Zhanibek, he's got to sense that, and he's got to get to a dominant position, either on the back flattened out or in the mount position where he can pour on the pressure. Here, his ground and pound tactics are a little bit limited given that he's off of his own back, and this is where he needs to be, and he needs to now flatten out Jorge. So if he goes face down on the mat, he's looking for the rear naked choke.
Choke not in, but not too far away either. Gotta say, I love seeing Jorge Cobos Marin has his back taken, still punching over the shoulder. That shows a true love of the striking game.
It also shows the referee that he's defending himself now. He's still in this fight. He's not receiving too much damage. There's no reason to warrant stopping this fight in those positions.
Second round ends, much like the first. Very, I think, clear 10-9 round for the fighter from Kazakhstan, zhanibek tynyshtyk.
Zhanibek, a very experienced fighter, 2019 Junior World Bronze medalist. Took the gold medal impressively at the 2021 Senior European Open, scooping 4 successive wins in the ultra-tough bantamweight division. Here's the replay here. Zhanibek charging Marin back to the cage, looking for that bump on the single leg. Turns the corner beautifully, but I love the way he pulls that right leg into play to get the trip.
Mexican corner coach is absolutely awesome. He's told his fighter, you're down by 2, you've got to stop your opponent. Given the limited success that Marin has had on the ground, he's in all likelihood going to try and stop his opponent with strikes.
Oh, Jesus. He's got to make sure he stays in the top position here in these scrambles and then separation. Great work from Marin. I was going to say that it's very important for him when he does throw with power. He's got to make sure those hips fire back or he circles off that center line. Another viable option, like he's doing now, actually, is to threaten his own takedown, just to draw the hands down of his opponent, as well as confuse him to the tactics he's going to try and employ.
Zhanibek using that reach advantage that he's got to very good effect.
Zhanibek might look for the mat return here. Could also go belly to back suplex. Oh, Kimura attempt from Marin. He can use this opportunity to sweep and submit and improve his position. He's going to try and fire his left leg out away from his opponent and try and secure that half guard. It's another viable option here, and it's all allowed due to this Kimura trap here, the figure 4 on the right arm of zhanibek. It's important for Marin to hold on to this. Let's go to straight armbar potentially, but it's more so a tactic to prevent the established of the top position from zhanibek. He's looking to take the back as well. The second you see Marin let go of that figure 4, immediately zhanibek now is in a position to threaten.
All beautiful scrambling. zhanibek is simply better at scrambling. Almost all close fights are won in the scrambles. In those little situations where there's no clear advantage in striking, no clear advantage in position, whoever hustles the most in there tends to win, and zhanibek is doing that.
Just over 20 seconds left in this third round. Marin looking for that power shot.
That's it. Mexican coach calls it the Canelo Alvarez, the overhand right. He's exhorting his fighter to throw another one. 10 seconds now.
Oh, beautiful takedown from Marin. zhanibek went for that turning wheel kick and got caught. Nice kick off the hips. Again, beautiful way to create some space and get back to your feet as he looks for the takedown to even the score. An interesting fight here between Mexico and Kazakhstan, but you could definitely argue the case that zhanibek had more control in the top position.
Absolutely fantastic, and I believe dominant performance from the fighter from Kazakhstan, zhanibek tynyshtyk. I believe we're going to see a 30-27 score. Maybe 2 30-27s and 127. Well, 128-29. Courtesy of Green Hill, we've got a little replay here. There was that spinning hook kick attempt that closed the fight. Because of the buys, the 3 buys, Mexico, and the loss in the first bout, Mexico is now down by 4. If there is a loss here for Mexico, they are officially out of this tournament. It's a beautiful spinning hook kick from a different angle. I hope we get to see the takedown that followed it. There it is, beautiful inside trip, hard slam down to the mat.
Excellent ingenuity being displayed by the Mexican fighter to kick that leg at the last second, taking advantage of a situation where zhanibek actually missed that kick.